Hi everyone, I am back. Now you may notice yet again I am in a different location, got a different background, not my usual backdrop. So, as you may tell by the messy background, and maybe you won't be able to tell, but this is actually my parents' kitchen, and I've been staying at my parents' for since March, and it is being renovated. Now, the reason I am in this kitchen is because I decided I would do a couple of hack sort of videos from TikTok, and they were Halloween themed. So I had a little look through TikTok to see what sort of Halloween videos they had, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to try some food related ones. And I found a few, and I'm going to test them out today, and hopefully they turn out well. So the first TikTok I'm going to do is this one. I will attach the clip if I can. I got some mandarins from the supermarket. Now I got like 6. I didn't know how many I would want. So I got those, and now all I've got to do is find a marker. Now it specifically says in the video non-toxic, and I wasn't sure what one to use. They were using a Sharpie, but from my sort of thoughts and like lookings ups, whatever you want to say, most are going to be non-toxic because kids like to chew things, and so we're just going to find a Sharpie or a pen of some form and draw on it some little pumpkin faces. Okay, so I got 2 things. I got both a Sharpie, that's a little faded, and an actual pen. So I wasn't sure if I was going to find the Sharpie, but we're going to try first off seeing what they exactly drew. Okay, so they drew all these different faces, so I'm going to give this a go. It seemed like a really easy one to do, so I'm just going to give it a little shot. So let's do a general face. It's uneven. Let me do this. This is not working. I want a sharper point, and it's not happening. Oh. Does pumpkins have noses? No. Oh, some do. Look, I've only carved a pumpkin once in my life. Let's start with an easy one. Well, supposedly easy. We'll just fill that in. I don't know if that's gonna... Alright. So it's my first little pumpkin. So we'll go with a more traditional pumpkin. And do like... I don't know how to do it. How did they do it? Oh no, I drew it wrong. Alright, this is just a smiley pumpkin. It's okay. Alright, so that one I drew wrong. It was gonna be a normal one. This is easy. And if you're good at drawing, even better. Because I'm not. Okay, this one's got a bit of a lopsided smile. Maybe I'll do a sad one. This is like Voldemort one. Maybe I'll just keep it like that. Yeah, we'll do like a big smile. Makes it not as Voldemort-y though, I feel. I feel like he's gonna have some like cry marks. Yeah. It's a little demonic. So these are my little Halloween mandarin pumpkins. Now, I found this a fun hack. I mean, it's hard to go wrong with. All you really need to have is a Sharpie and some mandarins. So mandarins are pretty cheap, at least where I am, and a hell of a lot cheaper than like a traditional Halloween pumpkin. So and a lot easier to work with, I guess. So I think it's a good hack, and it's a really good one if you have kids or just like drawing. Make all different faces, and realistically they don't have to be Halloween themed. It could be any year round, but they are a good like little pumpkin sort of thing. So I approve. So the next hack is one that is quite easy. I will show you on TikTok and you will have a little look here. So that one was quite easy. Now, it took me a little while to figure out what I needed. Like what that chocolate stuff was. Now, I didn't get that chocolate stuff, but I got the Oreos. One packet has already been opened. I ate some, so oops. I got the eyeballs. Took me a little while to find these, only because the place that said they were in stock, they were not. They lied to me. And now I'm just gonna get a knife. I'm not sure what knife I need. Yeah, I'll show you what I got instead of that chocolate stuff. Now, I had no idea what it was. I was like Googling chocolate glue. Apparently that's not what that is. And chocolate icing glue, chocolate icing, like pens. So I think I found similar to what I needed. And it's not chocolate though, but it's edible, so that will do. So I got this little icing thing. It's writing icing. So I'm hoping that this will work. So what they seem to do is get an Oreo and just, now this is a double Oreo. For some reason I couldn't find a normal one. They just didn't have them. So we'll use this. And then they had another Oreo that they cut in half. No. There we go. Okay, it kind of broke a little, but that's okay. I'll just eat that. Okay, it's like sliding apart. This wasn't as easy as I hoped. I feel like I'll use black. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna stand out not as much. We're gonna try this and hope for the best. This works. Okay, this is like a lot thicker than they had. Oh, it's so clumpy. Oh no. Okay. I don't think that's how it was. Oh no. Okay, this isn't. Maybe it's because I got the double Oreo. It just doesn't look as easy. Was that the way it went? So I don't know if that's gonna stay because part of it's like broken and not staying correctly to begin with. But this stuff, it takes quite a while, like it's 60 minutes to dry. So we're gonna have to let that sit, but in the meantime, I've got to add some eyes. I'm gonna add some more stuff here and like here. Okay, so I'm not sure what these exactly are, but they're like little eyeball lollies. So I'm gonna go with that. Okay, this is kind of cute. So this is it. I don't know if it looks anything like what they had, but that's the first one. This one needs to sit. I don't know, I moved it and now it's not gonna work properly. So we're just gonna keep going and hope for the best. So we'll try chopping it without it breaking into bits. Did it work? Okay. I mean, it didn't break into bits. It just kind of. Oh. I think it's better than the last one. It's a dodgy eyeball. I've got all like black on the outside, so it looks like it's bleeding, but here's that one. It's quite thick, like, and they don't, it doesn't work. I got a different knife, and I'm just gonna eat the Oreos. They are good though, I'll give it that. I don't like the knife. I mean, it didn't break, I guess. It just, the top always comes off. I don't know if it's going to be any good. Just to like maybe have a little extra hold. It's always one side that doesn't want to stay on properly. It's working. Now, practicality of eating these. doesn't seem great, but I mean they're cute and they're like a weird little gremlin bat way. Why does it always come off? No. I'm starting to think it's the double Oreo part. I mean, let me know if you've done this and it's not, because like if this happens to you when you've used normal Oreos, maybe it's just the hack. I don't know. Oh no. How the biscuits break? It's all broken at the back. I don't know if you can tell, but I think I'll do 2 more. Okay, I think that's too low down, but we're going with it. Half my things are falling apart. Oh no. This one has a wonky eye. I don't know if you can see, but the 2 eyeballs are very different in pupil size. But I guess that's how it goes. So the Oreo hack. Where do I start? Okay, it's a good idea and it looks really simple in the video, like they made it look really easy. I'm not sure where I went wrong. Like they don't look unlike what they're meant to look like, right? They are kind of on the right track. But the issues I had was I didn't know what knife to use, and every knife I seemed to use, the biscuit either broke a little or like the top separated from the bottom. The biscuit part separated from the actual cream in the middle, which isn't great. Now that didn't seem to happen with hers, but I'm not sure if that's because all I could seem to get was the double stuffed Oreos, whether that wouldn't happen with normal Oreos, and maybe because they're not as thick, it would have been easier to cut. Another issue, it's more with my purchase. My eyeballs were, a lot of them were different, like, shapes. Like, the pupils were all different sizes. But that's more on my thing. Another thing, I couldn't find what she was using for the chocolate to glue it together. I don't know what she used. It didn't say, and they just kind of assumed you knew. I had no idea. I didn't know where to find it, so I got this. And now I'm not sure if this is sticky as what she was using or as easy to work with. So that was an issue. Other than that, you know, like they weren't sticking together properly. The biscuits were kind of coming apart. It's not the cleanest. I thought it would be pretty not like unmessy. It seems that way in the video. It definitely is not. Yet again, it could be from what I described just before about different things I was using, and maybe it was a combination of factors. But it wasn't as easy, and they don't look as good as what she made them look like. They weren't like fancy or anything in the video either, so I don't know. It just wasn't as easy, but I think they might be fun. I will try them later on in the video and just see what they like to eat. I'm pretty sure you're just gonna have to pull them apart anyway to eat them, but I guess it's just for the looks originally, and then you just gotta take them apart anyway.